You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
And coming up today on the Positively Patty podcast, we have a special guest star who loves her puppy. We're talking with anchor here on Wish TV Daybreak, Drew Blair. And guess what? She has a fabulous German Shepherd dog. So we'll learn about the breed and why Drew is so attached to this particular dog and some of the trials and tribulations they've been through as well. So stay tuned for the Positively Patty podcast with Drew. And now on the Positively Patty podcast, we're going to speak with a special friend of mine. She's Drew Blair, and Drew has been at Wish TV as an anchor reporter for how many years now?
Oh, at Wish TV, almost 9.
9?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You're in our homes every day, up in the morning. What time do you have to get up to do Daybreak?
2 in the morning. Well, no, I'm at the station at 2 in the morning. I get up at 1 in the morning.
Oh, my gosh. She deserves, and you make $1 million, don't you? Yeah, right. One of the reasons that Drew and I worked together for some time when you were doing afternoons, and then you moved up into the Daybreak thing, so I don't see you as much as I should, but I do know that you love doggies.
Yes.
And your breed specifically is the German Shepherd breed. Tell us about your love for the German Shepherds.
That's right. Well, we worked weekends for so long together, and we got to do Pet Pals every weekend, which was really wonderful.
That's right, yes.
And you gave me an opportunity to bring on my boys from time to time. I say boys because I've had 2 as my actual dogs.
Your dogs,
my
yeah.
children.
Yeah.
Have not had them at the same time. Jaeger was my first child.
Oh.
And Bayden is my current one. So I had a German Shepherd when I was little.
But they probably belonged to the family. And,
Correct.
And your
Family
dad
dog.
was the pack leader, probably.
Right.
I got you.
I just fell in love with the breed as a kid. I kind of became fascinated by them, would do my own research about German Shepherds. I think they're gorgeous. They're just stunning creatures.
And they're smart.
And they're smart.
Ooh.
I like a challenge. It's just my personality type. And Shepherds, you earn them. You earn their loyalty and their love and their smarts.
Okay.
Because if you don't do the work, you will have a lot of problems. And I think the responsibility piece of knowing what a German Shepherd can do and what it will if you don't socialize it properly, if you don't train it properly, and if you don't give it what it needs as far as activity.
Right.
And I'm a very active person, so it just fits me, and I've had my challenge.
Okay. Now, also, let me interject this in.
Yeah.
There's a German Shepherd rescue in Indiana.
Correct.
And she gets, it's Amber Marks, she gets an awful lot of German Shepherds because, as you said, you should know what you're doing. And people go, oh, it's a beautiful dog, but they don't know the special challenges.
She's
All
a
right.
wonderful woman, and she knows all too well that Shepherds are one of, if not the most surrendered breed. And unfortunately, euthanized shelters, the one that is put down the most often
Yeah.
because they do not show well in a shelter
They do not
setting.
show well in a cage. And they're possessive too, and they just and when you leave them, then they miss who they were with.
Absolutely. They are pack creatures.
Yes.
If dogs aren't already, German Shepherds kind of rule that.
Yes. Okay, some special challenges. Now, let me first say that you said I could and should ask you about
Yeah.
this. So I'm not going somewhere that Drew doesn't know where I'm going and what we're going to say.
No hard-hitting questions.
You've recently had a divorce.
Correct.
And you've had some issues with Bayden, with the separation.
So
what's going on?
Originally, as we were separating, there was question as to who would own Bayden. It was obviously heartbreaking for both of us, not only how much our lives were upside down, but also this is a dog that we got together,
Yeah.
we cared for together, even more so than any other pet in my ex-husband and I's lives together because our schedules are so opposite.
Oh, yeah.
That we truly were co-parents. And Bayden did not necessarily attach to just one of us. He was very much bonded with both of us. And originally, my ex-husband thought he would be keeping the dog.
Yeah.
And I knew, because we had cats too. So that was kind of going to be the deal. And that was a grieving process for me. I went through several months of essentially losing a dog in my life again. And there's so much through divorce that is grief. You know, a lot of friends and family members that you grieve as if they're gone forever, yet they have their own lives that they carry on. And Bayden's was going to be that for me. So,
And Bayden probably sensed that something was amiss and
Yeah.
picked up on your stress and
Stress.
and things are they don't like change. They
No.
like to stick to a schedule. I know that for most dogs. So that this was upsetting to him too. Go ahead.
but at the same time, I knew that my ex-husband truly loved the dog. This wasn't out of spite. This was just trying to figure out our lifestyles and what would be best for everybody.
Okay.
And a few months later, he decided it actually would be best that Bayden go with me.
I give him
And
applause for that then.
we had a lot of really civil, strong, responsible conversations and cried together. This was very hard. It was heartbreaking to know that he was now going to be switching into the grief that I was experiencing. So fast forward to, okay, now I'm a single dog mom. That's a lot different, especially when you're talking about a high maintenance breed. So I've definitely gone through a big transition. Bayden has gone through a significant transition and trying to now learn life of, so I can't always go away on this weekend. I can't go out with these friends. The dog is the center of my world. I need to make sure I'm there for him and giving him everything he needs.
And how old is he?
He's almost 5.
So he's still in the prime of life and needs, as you said, exercise. But you're a runner. Do you run with him?
Very little. He's not the best running buddy. He can do 1 or 2 miles, but he's not. He loves to walk.
Okay.
And thank goodness I have my parents in town, and they truly are great dog grandparents and love to spend time with him and care for him too. So they share a lot of the responsibility when I do
Yeah.
head out on a camping weekend or something.
Okay, good. And has he calmed down? Has he figured out this is his life now? And
He has, yeah.
Good.
We moved. That was another situation. I had to decide to move closer to work because I need to be able to get to him ASAP because it's a long work day. And I'm waking up at 1 a.m. So he's figured out my bedtime routine. He's on the hours with me. But yeah, it's been a lot of adjustment.
Well, I commend you for that because I know divorce can be very difficult, especially when you have animals. And I know when you have children, but I don't have children, so I don't know
Same.
about that. But it's stressful all the way around, and I'm sure that he picked up on it. So congratulations on doing the right thing. And you also use some of the Indie Dog Whisperer to help you with some issues? Good.
Yeah, because as we mentioned, they're pack creatures, dogs in general. Bayden, if you are lucky and truly are lucky to be in his small pack, you know how wonderful he is. Otherwise, you go through some tests, and I go through a lot of work of training and introducing him to somebody new.
Good.
So that was another thing, a crossroads of down the road here when I date. My ex-husband and I that was part of our conversation together. How are we going to date anybody? How are we going to bring someone else new into the pack? Whoever decides to have this dog in our lives. So Nathan, the dog whisperer, has been really helpful in taking those steps.
Good. Well, it sounds to me like, all the challenges you've had, but you've certainly made all the right choices and the
Thank
right
you.
decisions and followed a good path and a happy outcome. So can't be better than that.
I really am doing whatever I can and trying to be as positive, and optimistic, and responsible to make our lives the happiest they can be, Bayden and I's together.
Yeah.
And it's different now, but we go forward.
Moving
and
forward, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, we're going to have the best life we can together.
after Bayden, would you get another German Shepherd, do you think?
Absolutely.
Oh, boy, that was fast. Absolutely.
Bayden tested my endurance and patience in puppies. He was such a hard puppy. So in the moment, I thought, I'm going to rescue a senior next time. So we'll see what happens when that time comes.
I do know, and that's why I got another Bernese Mountain Dog after my Louis passed, because there are some things, yes, they all have different personalities, but you understand the breed then.
Yes.
Because, and again, go to a responsible breeder. That means you get to meet the mom dog, see where the dog was born, get full health papers so that you know what you're going through. Especially some of the larger breeds have some issues. So make sure you get all of that. And I do understand why. I mean, I have a mutt too, and a rescued kitty. But when you know a breed and you know the challenges, it's kind of like I don't want to do this again now that I know what I'm doing.
So curious to see the similarities between Jaeger and Bayden as being the same breed and from the same breeder, but they could not be more different. I mean, if people ever question that dogs have personalities and emotions, just come to my house.
Just come to your house, and your address is... No, don't put that down. All right. Again, we're talking with Drew Blair. We thank you so much for your insight and sharing some personal relationships as well, and what you've been through with your dog. And I understand. Remember, the book out there is The Dog Who Saved My Life. That's my book. Animals can help us through some very trying times. So I'm glad that you and Bayden are together still. People want to get a hold of you. First off, when did they see you? What time are you on the air?
Daybreak is on starting at 4 in the morning. Every morning, we're on until 10 in the morning. So you can be a really early riser. You can sleep in and still check in on Daybreak.
Okay. You do an excellent job. Excellent,
Thank you.
excellent job. And you're a good person, too. And you like pets, so that seals the deal for me. So, Drew Blair, they can also reach you at wishtv.com.
Yes, and then on Facebook, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, when you're not running or petting your doggy, would you give Bayden some kisses for me?
You bet.
Oh, and a cold nose.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's getting a little cuddlier with some age. But I used to joke that when you try to hug Bayden, it was a hybrid of a bucking bronco and an alligator. Because he's a mouther and he'd try to buck you off. But he's getting a little better, so I'll give him some kisses for you.
Well, with age, we all slow down a little bit. All righty, that's it. Thank you, Drew Blair on Wish TV. She is the best.
Thank you, Patty.
And we'll talk to you next time on the Positively Patty podcast.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.